Good evening. This is Facebook Love number 104. They're coming a little less frequently these days. I feel a little less pushed to do this every day as the summer deepens. I was thinking about the way things felt before all this happened, and how every day I could sort of choose to be internal and concerned with my own affairs, or external and observing the big world and finding ways to be effective in it if I could be. Trying to turn that down. It's making a lot of noise. Well, I can't make it stop. Not a tech whiz. Anyway, I was thinking about that and trying to think of a poem that maybe was about that internal feeling of knowing very intimately your own place. Sort of the idea of blooming where one is planted. And I found this poem by Naomi Shihab, who is an Arab American writer. I believe she's one of our Chicago poets. At any rate, she wrote this poem about her grandmother living north of Jerusalem, and the title is "The Words Under the Words." My grandmother's hands recognize grapes, the damp shine of a goat's new skin. When I was sick, they followed me. I woke from the long fever to find them, covering my head like cool prayers. My grandmother's days are made of bread, around pat, pat, and the slow baking. She waits by the oven, watching a strange car circle the streets. Maybe it holds her son, lost to America. More often, tourists who kneel and weep at mysterious shrines. She knows how often mail arrives, how rarely there is a letter. When one comes, she announces it, a miracle, listening to it read again and again in the dim evening light. My grandmother's voice says nothing can surprise her. Take her the shotgun wound and the crippled baby. She knows the spaces we travel through, the messages we cannot send. Our voices are short and would get lost in the journey. Farewell to the husband's coat, the ones she has loved and nourished, who fly from her like seeds into a deep sky. They will plant themselves. We will all die. My grandmother's eyes say Allah is everywhere, even in death. When she talks of the orchard and the new olive press, when she tells the stories of Joha and his foolish wisdoms, he is her first thought. What she really thinks of is his name. Answer if you hear the words under the words. Otherwise, it is just a world with a lot of rough edges, difficult to get through, and our pockets full of stones. The Words Under the Words by Naomi Shihab. I generally lean into internal things naturally, and there's something about this era that we're living through that's very push and pull for me. I've always been politically engaged. I've always stayed involved in causes I believe in, especially the environment and conserving air, soil, water, open land. I'm concerned with justice, especially for people who are forgotten, refugees, and those who have been pushed about and victimized by powerful countries' conflicts. The election in 2016 pushed me right out in front. This the conflicts between reality and what comes out of this administration's mouthpieces keeps me out there. This COVID-19 virus that's affecting the entire earth, and yet America can't seem to get their act together, is really preoccupying. And I find myself becoming exhausted. So I'm trying to find ways to look at internal things and eternal things, trying to sort of fly up high like a hawk and look at things with a longer lens. So that's what I have for you today, the words under the words. This is Facebook Love number 104. I'll see you again.